another week in Destiny 2, another weekly reset. So it's time to investigate and see what we have going on. Hey guys, my name is Wes and today is July 14, 2020 and we have a new weekly reset. So let's check it out. The first thing we're gonna check is going to be over there by the Drifter, and we're gonna check the first means to an end weekly quest, and this is the one that you've been doing since the beginning of the season. So if you are up to date, then you will be good to go. If not, you will be behind. So make sure you pick this up so you can continue the story, and also make sure you pick up all the bounties so you can get some XP and then continue to rank up in the season. The more power you have, the better it will be for you and your gameplay. And also don't forget the advantage of the means to an end quest and the Exodus stuff. You get the focus humble engram. Those are going to be the Exodus focus one, and those are pretty good. Those gives you some very good weapons, some very OG weapons. I can show you an example of some of the weapons you can have. You can have the sniper rifle from Icarus, and then you can also have the SMG, which I don't have in this character, but you also have a grenade launcher that you can have, the Behringer. And there's a lot of things to go after for this weekly reset if you are up to date. And now go on to our regular stuff. When we check on the map, make sure when you check in the tower, you go with the vendors and then get the bounties done. If you get all the bounties done, you will get some powerful gear for Zavala, for Banshee, the gunsmith, and also the Drifter on the other side. And all the vendors that offers you bounties, make sure that you check them out. That way you can get some powerful gear if you are still leveling up. Now, as far as the other things like the Crucible, the first thing we're gonna check, we're gonna see what we have going on. And we have Clash, we also have Countdown, and then Control as usual, and then we have Elimination. And for the competitive edge, you can just go do survival or freelance survival, which are very good if you're trying to get those pinnacle gear that you were missing. And also we have Rumble for those that want to test their skill against other guardians, and we also have private match if you want to train for your Crucible skill. And of course you have classic mix, and those, if you do the 4 matches, you'll get the pinnacle gear, whereas for the one up top, or like Clash, you do 4 matches, you will get some powerful gear. So that means you can get both powerful and pinnacle gear playing the Crucible. So make sure you check those out and see if you still need to get some good loot out of that. We're going to check out Gambit, and for Gambit you have Gambit Prime. If you do 3 of those, you'll get pinnacle gear. And also you have the regular Gambit. If you do those, you will also get pinnacle gear. So either or, you will be fine. And if you're still after some OG weapon like the Gnawing Hunger and all that stuff, you can just do Reckoning. And yeah, private match for Gambit if you are trying to train for Gambit. I don't know anybody that is, but you know, you never know. And let's go check out the Vanguard, and Zavala has some strikes for you to do. So if you do 2 strikes for Zavala, you will get some pinnacle gear. So this week is Arc Singe, we have Blackout, and we also have Grenadier. Just go out there and spam all those grenades and you will be good to go. Just make sure you are matching the class. If it says Arc Singe, make sure you're using your Arc subclass when you finish the strike. That way you can get credit. So that's something sometimes people overlook, and then they ended up doing it more than they needed to. Now let's check out the Ordeal Nightfall for this week. For this week, the Ordeal Nightfall is going to be a garden world, and then for that Nightfall you will get the Universal Wave Function ship. And that's a pretty cool ship if you want it. And let's check out the Legacy Nightfall. For the Legacy Nightfall, we get the first one is Exodus Crash. And then if you do the Exodus Crash, the reward for that is the Impact Velocity Vehicle. That's a Sparrow. And if you are still trying to get that. And then the second one that we have we have the Wheel of the Thousand. And so if you do the Wheel of the Thousand, the reward for the Wheel of the Thousand is the Worm God Incarnation. That's a transmag effect, if you are into that kind of stuff. And then the last one is Broodhold. And for Broodhold, yeah, you get nothing for doing this one. I mean, at least you won't reward. As far as rewards are concerned, you won't. There's no specific reward for this Nightfall. Now let's check out some other place in the directory. We're gonna go straight to the moon and see what we got going on there. First thing you can check out, you can check the Pit of Heresy. If you do the Pit of Heresy for every encounter, you'll get some powerful gear, and if you finish the whole thing, you will get some pinnacle gear. So you can also do Altars of Sorrow in Sorrow's Harbor, and you get some loots from there. That's a public event and with a lot of other people. And then as far as nightmares are concerned, you will get the Nightmare Hunt Isolation, and you also get Rage, and you will get Fear. So for those, if you do 3 of those, you will get some powerful gear, but if you do the Master Difficulty one, you will get some pinnacle gear. So make sure you take your chance there and see if you need to do it. And there's a lot of other things going on the moon. If you want to check out this stuff, and especially if you haven't done all the stories, make sure you check them out. All right, now let's go to Mars. The flashpoint is on Mars this week. So if you are trying to get some more loots, there's another way to get some more loots. You get powerful gear when you complete the flashpoint there. And the escalation protocol is there, so you can just go there and kill some enemy. Yeah, you never know what you might get. And the last thing that we're going to check on Nessus. Last thing in the directory, that is. We're going to check on Nessus and go down there and see what we got going on in the menagerie. For those of you that are still trying to do the menagerie, for the regular menagerie, the normal version, you'll get Arc Sense, Blackout, and Grenadier, just like the strikes. And then for the heroic version, you'll get Extinguish, Grenadier, Famine, and Soulless Singe. So Extinguish, if you wipe, then you go back to orbit and start over. Now let's check out the Ever Restore. Alright, on the front page, she's selling this shader. Let's see what it looks like. No. And then we got a transmag effect, the Cabal Shield Breaker. See what this does. Yeah. And then we have an ornament for Ace of Spades. That's what it looks like. And we have a Ghost Shell, the Adonis Shell. That's what it looks like. And then we get some consumable. Now let's go to the Bright Dust page inside. Alright, we got a Ghost Projection. We got the ornament for Teraba. Reload. Got a Sparrow. So get another emote. Alright. And we got a weird ship. Alright. And we got Drop the Mic emote. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you found something you're looking for. Just make sure you check everything out to see if there are things that you still need to do. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.